Okay, so let's get this started. Infiltration versus Human Bomb. Pretty sure Infiltration is gonna win this, but even that, like everything, actually like before we get started, every match I think is gonna be close. I think the top 32 players in this tournament are all really, really good. So any upset can happen, but I'm gonna pick Infiltration for very obvious reasons, right? So let's go Luffy Mago. Luffy has a good record against Mago in the past, even though it was just in Street Fighter 4, but I still believe he's gonna edge out Mago here. But I think this one is still difficult to decide, Luffy versus Mago. MOV versus Berlinio. I'm gonna pick MOV. He's really strong, he has a lot of experience. Berlinio lacks experience, so he's gonna beat him. Daigo versus K-Brad. It's gonna be Daigo. NuckleDu versus Samurai. I kind of feel bad for Samurai because he has to go up against NuckleDu, and pretty sure he's gonna play Guile in this matchup. And he just beat Tokido in a big tournament, so NuckleDu is gonna win this one. Okay, this one is actually kind of difficult. I feel like Chris has a good match against Fang here, but still, I believe Xian can pull this one out. I think he can do this one. Xiaohai versus Problem X. Honestly, I have a feeling Xiaohai is gonna be really, really good in this tournament. So, I'm gonna pick him over Problem, especially as well for like tournament experience. Xiaohai should have an edge here. I love how like the brackets don't really update that frequently for some reason. Okay, Momochi versus Mr. Crimson. It's gonna be Momochi. Now I'm not gonna... So fast-paced. Is it too fast for you guys? There's a lot of picks, so I don't want to spend like hours to do this one. Okay, Tokido versus Dr. Ray, Dr. Ray. I don't even know how to pronounce this. I have to pick Tokido, guys, right? Tokido is just on fire. He's gonna make it very far in this tournament, so that would be a huge upset. Okay, Eita versus Goichi. I think this one is difficult. This one is gonna be very, very close. But I'm gonna pick Eita here for... I don't know. I'm just gonna feel Eita is gonna clutch it out. Gamer B versus Ricky Ortiz. This one I feel is also gonna be close, but I'm gonna pick Gamer B over Ricky. This one. This is actually the first pick of this tournament where I'm gonna go with a player that has less points. So I think Yukadon is gonna edge out Julio Fuentes. I think he's not gonna... I think Yukadon is gonna win this one. Okay, Justin Wong versus Sako. That one is gonna be interesting, but I have to say, Sako doesn't seem to be playing this game a whole lot. I'm gonna have to pick Justin over Sako in this one. My girlfriend is upset right now for saying that. So, Haitani versus Filipino Champ. I think this one is also going to be close, but Haitani has proven to be very, very solid. He's going to win this one. Buddha versus Reinhard. I think this one is actually hard to judge, but I'm sure Fudo is going to be ready for Ryan. So Fudo is going to win this one. And the last one, Phenom is going to win over Kazunoko. I feel that's truly, like, Kazunoko is a good player, but in Street Fighter 5, I think Phenom has shown that he's the better player of these two right now. So I'm definitely going to pick Phenom over Kazunoko. So do we want to do like losers round 1 first, or... Let's do losers round 1 first before we go into winner's side round 1. By the way, guys, I'm not deciding on the fly. I actually prepared this, so I already decided who's gonna win. Okay, real quick. I'm gonna do it even quicker now because we don't have... I don't want to spend too much time on this. I think Mago is gonna win over Human Bomb. K-Brad versus Brolinho. I think Brolinho is gonna eliminate K-Brad. XSK Samurai, unfortunately, is not gonna win over Christitarian. I truly believe Chris is gonna edge him out. Problem X versus Mr. Crimson. Mr. Crimson is gonna win this. But I think this one is gonna be close. DR Ray versus Goichi. I'm really sorry, but this one has to go to Goichi. And I think Ricky is gonna get eliminated here as well. So this is what I think is gonna happen. Taco is gonna move on this one. Sorry, Filipino champ, but you're gonna get eliminated here. And Reinhardt is gonna eliminate Kazunoko. So my like, I don't know if that's your pick, but I think the winner from last year is gonna get eliminated like as soon as possible. I truly believe this is gonna happen. Okay, so let's go round 2, winner's side. Okay. I've actually thought a lot about this matchup. I thought Luffy might be able to pull this one out. Like, I thought he might actually be able to edge out Infiltration. But then I figured, okay, Infiltration really took Fudo apart at EVO. So, I don't know. Is Infiltration ready for Armika? I think he is. So, Infiltration is gonna win this one. MOV versus Daigo. I think this one is gonna be very entertaining to watch. I always love to see Daigo play against a Chun-Li player. It's always very interesting, and it's very, very, very interesting to watch this matchup in particular when Daigo is playing it. So I think this one is going to be close. I think MOV could totally take this one, but I want Daigo to win this, so I'm going to pick Daigo. Knuckle-Doo versus Shen. I'm sorry, Shen, but Knuckle-Doo is going to destroy you. I think this is actually gonna be pretty one-sided. If Knuckle-Doo versus Shen happens, I think Shen is not gonna have a chance. Xiaohai versus Momochi. I think this is where Momochi is gonna go into the losers bracket. I truly believe Xiaohai has the skill to outlast Momochi here. Tokido versus Eita. I have to pick Tokido just because of his tournament results. He's way too good right now. Hä? Ach, das ist ja geheim, wir sehen es ja dann. Warum? God. Okay, so Gamer B versus Yukadon. What did I pick here? What did I pick here? Oh yeah, okay, I think Gamer B is gonna win here. Gamer B over Yukadon, this is what I'm gonna assume is gonna happen. Justin Wong over Haitani, he's gonna beat Haitani. Fudo versus Phenom. This one is gonna be interesting. I think this one is actually gonna be interesting because Fudo is gonna prepare for this, right? Like, Fudo is actually going to prepare for this because of DreamHack. Like, Phenom qualified for Capcom Cup because he beat Fudo in a ridiculous fashion, right? So Fudo is going to be prepared. But I wonder about Phenom. I think Phenom is actually good enough to pull this one again. He's a really strong player, and I want to bereave. Let's bereave. So Phenom is going to beat Fudo. This one is going to be very tricky to decide though. Okay, so this is basically winners round 2. Let's go to losers round 2 now. I still have to wait for this to load. Come on. Come on, bro. Load. It's actually really bad. Is challenge always so slow? Is it always that slow? Lothar, yes, I did lose to Fudo at Evo. You think I'm putting him like this because I hate Fudo or something like that? Okay, there we go, finally, let's continue. So Fudo versus Mago, I'm sorry. I think Mago is an exceptional player. I've never seen a player that like insane with the combos. Like execution-wise, I feel Mago's Karen is insane. But Fudo is just Fudo. I think Fudo is going to clutch this one out. Haitani versus Berlinio. I'm sorry, Berlinio, but that's it. Haitani is going to beat him. Yukadon versus Christitarian. Yukadon is going to win this one. Eita versus Mr. Crimson. I'm sorry, but my fellow European competitor, Mr. Crimson, is not going to beat Eita. At least I don't believe he's going to beat Eita. Especially not with Dhalsim. Doing with the salt prediction against Fudo. Okay, Momochi versus Goichi. This one is going to be interesting, but I do believe Momochi is going to win this. Shen versus Julio Fuentes. Sorry, Shen, but I'm going to bet against you. MOV versus Sako. Sorry, Sako, but Sako does not seem to be super on point. I think MOV is the better Chun-Li player, and he's going to win this one. Luffy versus Ryan. Luffy is gonna win. Okay, so this is losers round 2. Let's do winners round 3. I think Julio is gonna do that. I don't believe he's like, I always thought he was a really strong player that didn't have the chances to, like, shine at any big event. But I think he can pull it off. I think he's gonna be prepared. Like, players that have not shown, like, really good results are more likely to try their best, I feel like. And I think Julio might be able to shine at Capcom Cup this year. Okay. So, Infiltration versus Daigo. This one is actually interesting. This one is very interesting. Like, this one is always... It's always interesting, right? Like, the statistics definitely say Infiltration is gonna win. And, honestly, I kinda also believe Infiltration is gonna win this one. But, in the last tournament, the two clashed. Infiltration lost to Daigo. You could argue he only lost because he picked Rashid. I think he picked Rashid. That was the first time Infiltration picking Rashid, and he did not get a win against Daigo. But I also believe if he counterpicks with Balrog, he doesn't seem to be that good with the character yet. And because he has shown a lot of Rashid recently, I'm not sure if he's gonna be comfortable picking Balrog in at such high stakes, right? So the Rashid counterpick didn't work. And so I think he's gonna go with Nash, and I think Daigo is gonna be prepared for Nash, and he is already proven to be prepared for Rashid. So I don't know. I wanna say Daigo is gonna win over Infiltration on this one, even though the statistics are probably very much against Daigo here. But I want to believe, right? Let's go Daigo. Let's go Daigo. Knuckle-Doo versus Shanghai. I said Shanghai is going to make it very far in this tournament, but because of the recent events, because Knuckle-Doo destroyed Shanghai last time they met, pretty sure, or I'm confident to say Knuckle-Doo is going to win this one. Okay. So now, Tokido versus GamerB. By the way, these matches are all to get into top 8. Daigo fanboy confirmed. Of course I'm a fanboy. I'm not even hiding it. I love Daigo, but yeah, I mean, you can't deny that Daigo is the underdog in this tournament. Okay, Tokido versus GamerB. Sorry GamerB, but Tokido is just Tokido, and he's gonna win this. Justin against Phenom. That's gonna be it for Phenom in his winner's bracket run. He's gonna get eliminated, or he's gonna get sent to loser's bracket by Justin. I truly believe that's gonna happen. Mechanics. Okay. Round 3 losers, guys. Let's go. Let's do this. That's it. Bricio, take care. I'll see you soon. I'm not right with Justin. I might be wrong. I mean, honestly, if you think about it, almost every single player that is going to do like these predictions bracket, they're all going to be wrong. And I'm going to be wrong as well. But I want to still try to picture what's going to happen, right? So let's do this. Fudo versus Haitani. I think Fudo is going to win this one. Just because I think they also, like, he also has a good score against Haitani. I truly believe he can pull this off. But this is definitely a close call. This is a close call. Yukadon, sorry dude, but Eita is very, very strong lately. He does well at pretty much every tournament, and I think he's going to be ready for this. Yeah, facial on it. Well, we'll see about that, right? I mean, we'll see about it. Momochi versus Julio Fuentes. Sorry.
Happy holidays. Don't waste your time on poom pooms on the stream. People don't like something, don't say nothing. Shut the fuck up and go to bed. Less than 3. Love you all.
JD Undead. Dude, thanks a lot for your donation. Really appreciate the support. Less than 3 to you as well. And people don't like something, don't say something. Shut the fuck up and go to bed. Really appreciate it, man. Thanks a lot. So yeah, Momochi versus Julio Fuentes. Momochi's gonna win this one. I think this is gonna come down to experience, and Momochi has just more. Luffy versus MOV. This one is interesting, and I think everybody is gonna pick MOV over Luffy on this one, but I believe Luffy is gonna pull the upset here. Okay, that's it. Losers round 3 already set. Let's do losers round 4 before we continue, okay? So losers round 4, Xiaohai versus Fudo. I truly believe Xiaohai is gonna beat Fudo in this match. I think he can pull it off. That's my pick. Infiltration versus Eita. Sorry, Eita, but Infiltration is still Infiltration. JD, happy holidays to you too. I forgot to say that, right? The Infiltration is gonna win here. Phenom's run is gonna end when he plays against Momochi. Gamerby versus Luffy. I believe Luffy is gonna do this. Okay, so this is basically top 8, by the way. Losers round 5 is top 8. So this is loser side of top 8. Let's decide winner's side. Actually, no, we already have winner's side. So my top 8 picks are basically at the moment Daigo, NuckleDo, Tokido, Justin on winner's side, and on loser's side, Xiaohai, Infiltration, Momochi, and Luffy. This is my top 8 pick. Okay. So let's decide on winner's bracket top 8 matches right here. So I know a lot of people are gonna pick NuckleDo over Daigo, and my instincts tell me NuckleDo is gonna win this one. But once again, because I'm a salty Daigo fanboy and I want to see a Ryu player win over a Guile player, I'm gonna pick Daigo over NuckleDo. I really want to see this happen, especially, like, you have to consider a couple of things as well. Daigo has been trying to figure out, and I'm sure he has been talking to Tokido a lot as well, because they both, or at least Tokido, has had a very hard time beating Guile players, right? And they did show on stream on like how to play the matchup, so I truly believe Daigo is going to be prepared, and there's a chance it's going to win over NuckleDo, but I think NuckleDo is going to be the favorite to win this one. Yes, Die God. Let's go. Takedo versus Justin. Takedo is gonna win over Justin Wong. But, like, you have to say, when Street Fighter V got released, like, Takedo was the one that had trouble beating Justin. Like, Takedo won over Justin, I think, every single time, but only because Justin Wong had very weird drops. Like, Justin Wong was, a couple of times he was in a position to finish off Takedo, like, guaranteed. And then he dropped his combo. Okay, so this is my winner's finals pick, okay? So let's go back to loser's bracket now and see what I think is going to happen here. So loser's bracket, top 8 matches. So, Xiaohai versus Infiltration. This is going to be a shocker to you, but I think Infiltration is going to lose here. I think Xiaohai is going to beat Infiltration in top 8 losers. So this is what I believe is going to happen. Momochi versus Luffy. Momochi is going to end Luffy's streak here. I think Momochi is a little too solid, and he's going to be able to pull a win against Luffy. Okay, let's pick this match as well. So let's go over losers bracket round 6 before we go to winner's side, winner's finals. So Justin versus Xiaohai. As I said, I think Xiaohai is going to make it really far in this tournament. So Xiaohai is going to win over Justin Wong. He's going to end his streak. Knuckle-Doo versus Momochi. I think this one is going to be very close, but I want to believe Momochi is actually going to eliminate Knuckle-Doo. I want to believe that's going to happen. It might not happen, actually. I think Knuckle-Doo has the skill to beat Momochi, and Momochi hasn't been really that good lately anyway, right? So, picking Knuckle-Doo over Momochi seems to be a good idea when it comes to statistics, but I want to believe Momochi is going to beat Knuckle-Doo. Okay, let's go over to winner's side now. Winner's finals. Now, I've said I'm a Daigo fanboy, right? And to be honest with you, when Daigo and Takedo have played in the past, they've always been, like, really... Like, the matches have always been really close. Always. Okay? So this makes me believe this can go either way. Takedo has always clutched out and won against Daigo in the mirror match, but we've always seen, like, I think all of their sets have gone, like, to last match, last round. So anything can happen, but I do believe Takedo is going to win over Daigo. So Daigo is going to go to loser's bracket, Takedo is going to move on, he's going to be my pick for grand finals winner's side. Okay, so let's move on to the loser's bracket again. So what is going to happen here? I think Xiaohai is going to end Momochi's streak here. I think it's very generous of me even putting Momochi like that far in the tournament. There is a good chance I'm going to be completely wrong about this pick. Especially, like, I could totally see somebody like Momochi at the moment losing 2 games, like his first match in winner's bracket and his first match in loser's bracket. I think Momochi is kind of like a wild card at the moment for me. But yeah, I'm gonna say Xiaohai is gonna win this one. So our losers finals match is Daigo versus Xiaohai, and honestly, this is kind of hard for me to pick. I think Daigo is ready for Kami players nowadays because he did lose to them in the past, and Daigo, whenever Daigo loses to somebody or to a character, he's always gonna study what happened and he's always gonna come back stronger, right? This is usually what Daigo is all about, actually. And yeah, so I want to believe, even though I think statistically it makes more sense to put Xiaohai over Daigo in this particular matchup anyways, I want to say Daigo is going to win this one. So my grand finals pick is going to be Takedo on winner's side versus Daigo loser's side. And because we want to see a really hype grand finals, and because I've already said Daigo and Tokido, it's always really close. The thing is, Daigo has like a habit, or Daigo is like really scary in long sets, right? And this is the reason why I believe, like, after he loses to Tokido in the winner's bracket, he's gonna be ready to beat him in grand finals in the first set. So I'm gonna put Daigo over Tokido in this set. So Daigo is gonna reset the bracket here, and we're gonna see a final set. And by that time, I do believe Tokido is gonna still be in this. I'm gonna believe we're almost gonna see all of the matches Daigo versus Tokido are gonna be like full length. I truly believe that is gonna happen. But Daigo is just the god of long sets, so I'm gonna say he's gonna win over Tokido. So yeah, guys, this is basically my prediction.